Welcome to my basement. In this episode I'll try to fix one of my LP players that's currently broken. We will change the cartridge and also adjust the lead in and lead out so that we can use the player again. So something different on the bench today. This is my Denon LP player. It's the DP-300F, and it got damaged when I moved. What happened was that something in the mechanism didn't work anymore, and the pickup did not return after the record was finished playing, and got stuck in the middle, and it wore out the cartridge. Next we're gonna change the pickup, and I bought Audio Technica one, the VM95E. It's not too expensive. It's really easy to change the cartridges. You just have to ensure that it has the correct downforce, and each cartridge has their setting. And they also have a different weight, so you have to calibrate it and then put the correct force on the needle, and you do that in the back here, but we'll get back to that. What I was looking for is that usually it says how many grams the downforce should be. And there we actually have it. It's tracking force. It's 1.8 to 2.2 grams. And you just loosen the nut and it will pop off. So yeah, that should be it for the wiring. Then we need to fasten it. And it should be fastened at the same position as the cartridge you remove, and mine was flush with the edge, so aiming for that here as well. So the new cartridge is in. We just need to mount it on the tone arm and calibrate it. So it's pretty easy to set up the new balance or downward pressure. You just insert the cartridge, screw that into place, and you also remove the protection on the cartridge because it has some weight to it. And then the idea is to just move the counterweight until I think we have it there. Then you have the dial here, but now you have recalibrated it, so this you can move regardless of the other one. And you just set it to 0. And then I usually put a bit of tape over this one and the one in the back to hold it in the same place. Makes it easier to adjust, but it also makes it easier after a while if you wonder if it has the right downward pressure. You can just look here and don't be concerned that this one has moved around, because it's pretty easy to move. And I'm sure some hi-fi enthusiast will remind me that I'm now putting weight on the back here, which will throw off my calibration, but yeah, I don't think it weighs very much, and there is a range. Yeah. And then you just turn until you get the pressure of 2 grams, which was the recommended thingy. So 0.5 and 2. And that's it. Your new tone arm is calibrated. It starts in the middle of the record. Not in the middle, but far in, and that will of course be problematic when it comes to the end. Okay, so I did quite some searching online to figure this out. So this is the lead in and this is the lead out. So in my case the tone arm goes too far before it starts playing the record, so apparently you are going to adjust it counterclockwise to decrease that. And this is the bottom of the turntable, so you have to remove quite a few screws to get into it. So apparently not something you are supposed to touch very often. Let's try to adjust this one a bit counterclockwise, and then we will test and see how it fares. So ended up with a quite different solution. This is the lead in screw and this is the lead out. I was able to adjust the lead in so that I was about half a track off, but still half a track off. So I ended up loosening this screw, which goes directly into the tone arm, and forcing the arm back into position and fastening the screw again. And now I have the correct lead in, at least. What I have to test is that the lead out actually is still working as well. So yeah, I will assemble and let's test. So yeah, let's see if the lead in still is correct. Yeah, looking good. And it starts playing, and then let's test the lead out by raising the tone arm and advancing it towards the end. So even though you don't have anything hooked up, you can actually hear the sound coming out of the player, which is pretty cool actually. It does. Nice. Really happy I managed to save this one from the trash. I have to admit that I almost threw in the towel when the lead-in adjustment failed. And since there are no repair shops left in my town, I was left with two choices. Either throw it away or try to force the tone arm into position. I'm happy I tried the latter, and I now have another fully functional LP player, which I will set up in my family room in the basement. That's it for this video. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and as always, I do hope to see you next time.